This is the Covet, and this is the wide body version of the Covet. But what if I told you there was more wide body and I didn't have to make it? Because Kebernaut made one. But not only that, there's more than one. So let's start by just driving the default vehicle and seeing how it feels, because it's been a while since I've driven this in default, not my all-wheel drive silly mod or anything like that, or the turbo version. And you know, coming up to corners, because that's what wide body is best for, a little bit of lock-up understeer, and then oversteer if you kind of yank it in just the right way. Like, if we give a little bit of a Scandinavian flick, oh no, understeer, under braking, turning is fine, a little bit of body roll as you'd expect from a car like this, so let's brake, turn in. Hey, look at that, it's doing all right. Now let's try the next one. This bad boy, which we got, I think it was this year, was kind of cool. Also, a little bit disappointing. It is incredibly oversteery. And it's also in the era of which Group B would have been, which means that this would have most definitely have been all-wheel drive. And I don't think it is. Yeah, there's no front drive by the looks of it. So, it comes down to purely your skill, which, as you can see, I'm kind of lacking. Now, what the wide body does is not only allow you to fit like bigger suspension and bigger engine in and stuff like that, but it also gives a wider contact sort of a footprint, a wider footprint, which allows the power to be put down more evenly and allows you to have effectively, but not actually, a lower center of gravity compared to the wheels having a higher rollover and giving a firmer stance. Basically, think of it as a triangle. Let's first go in and see what we've got. The engine looks fairly standard, big turbo, big surprise. In the front here, we do have front drive, and it looks to still be some sort of like weird... Oh wait, is that double wishbone? Huh, okay, I didn't know that. And then coming down to the rear, it is, oh, it's still two-wheel drive, okay. This is the mid-wide body, the smaller of the two. And then in the rear, we have what looks to be a kind of a double wishbone sort of thing. Let's see how that compares to the actual default vehicle. I don't really know what the suspension is here. Yep, nope, that's some sort of weird double wishbone. And then out to the rear, yeah, we got some sort of double wishbone swing arm sort of thing, which, to be honest, I don't fully understand how that works. Oh no, there's a pivot point here. So it is a swing arm. Okay, I suppose now we just see how this thing drives. I saw a little bit of tire wobble on the front there for a split second, which is what happens sometimes with doing suspension stuff. It's a bit jank working on BeamNG vehicles sometimes. Though, you know, it's actually doing pretty well. Maybe it was just in my head, kind of like I expected, the sort of thing. Does this have ABS, or is that just really bad at braking? Lots and lots of turbo lag. Oh, then just wheel spin for days. Oh my god, it's an uncontrollable amount of wheel spin. And yes, we do have ABS. That's good. This is how most tuner vehicles end up, to be honest. Trying to go around a curb and kind of balk it. Maybe that's just mine. Let's see what it's like on more of an open road. Oh god, the power understeer is intense. That is way too much understeer because you're trying to push way too much power through the front tires while also asking them to steer the car, which it just doesn't want to do. Oh, lots of understeer. That's a lot of understeer. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, let's try a little bit more. I mean, I can't judge it right away. You've got to give it at least a half a chance. Oh, a little bit of oversteer. Oh, nope. Okay, this car, not great. Way too much front bias on the brakes, and the handling is just too prone to understeer. So, it's got like default tires. What the hell? That's hilarious. What about this one? It does look like it has slightly wider tires, but still, those tires are way too narrow. There's no other suggested mods to go along with this, so it's not as if I'm missing any sort of special extra wheel sort of thing. This is the wheels that this was intended to have, and it is very street tuner sort of look. And I gotta say, I am from that sex spec era. I love this. It's so awesome. Got a vent coming in right here for basically no purpose. It just comes in and butts in at the tire. That's fantastic. That's what it was all about. It wasn't about like actually being functional or good. It was just about having fun. Carbon fiber wasn't very popular at the time, so that's a little bit out of date, but I'm not going to poo-poo them too much. Suspension looks exactly the same. Still running on just some normal road tires by the looks of it. The engine, same sort of dealio, nothing special there. Do we have any sort of run out to the back? No rear drive, so we're running on the same sort of problems that we had with the other one. Let's see how it drives like. It looks pretty awesome. Gotta say, oh my god, I didn't even see the rear. Oh, that's glorious. I love it. Now, technically where I'm from, this would be illegal because you're not allowed to have, I believe, like, except for 2/3 of the way down, any sort of tire revealed backwards, so this would be illegal, but by god, would I try to get away with that? Hell, oh. Yeah, BeamNG is sometimes very unforgiving about no materials. I didn't even notice that. From a distance, you can't really tell and it just looks like it's just carbon fiber. That looks pretty cool though. I'm a big fan of those taillights, and it does just light up just those ones. No reverse light, that's a violation. Indicators work and it's not lighting up the whole... This is cool. I love this. I want it in my life. It's still wrong hand drive though, so that's disappointing. But how does it drive this one? Let's try going in, and we're gonna brake nice and late. ABS comes on. Oh, okay, you know, it stops a little bit better. I think we have slightly wider tires. Powering out of corners feels a little bit better. Brake. Oh, brakes are good. Brake, turn in. Oh, this one is tuned so much better than the other one. Okay, here we go. Turn in, power out. Oh, this one's just good. The other one was garbage. This one, like the other one, it looks okay. Hold on, let me just quickly pop over to the other one. The body kit doesn't look as cool, and it's very rice orientated. This one, on the other hand, is just glorious. I kind of wish that I had the time to tune my mods to handle this well. This one is just good. Turn in is nice, mid corner is good. Could do with a smidgen bit of like mid corner oversteer. If I knew how to do that specifically with just suspension geometry, I would totes be doing that sort of stuff. Brake, turn, oh look at that, no problems whatsoever. Oh, okay, okay, oh, a little bit wide, oh dear, oh no, we've... Yeah. Can we get out? No. Okay, we've given this similar amounts of power. Slightly off, but that's because I don't know what tuning they did. We'll just get rid of that, and now we're gonna see if this vehicle is less drivable. I hope that I hope that there's something specially done to this version to make it more controllable. I mean, it does turn in more. It doesn't power understeer a lot. Is it just the tires, or has he added maybe some race suspension to this version? Because, oh god, this feels so much more controllable than that other version. Even though, yes, I did just accidentally have a coming together with the wall in holy matrimony. But at the moment, this is doing pretty well. Brake. Oh, no. Handbrakey. It's just, it's a whole lot more controllable. This is really good. This is doing really nicely on a Gymkhana, and I feel I want to compare the two to see what sort of times they do compared to each other, because this thing just, it handles so much better. You know what, actually, we're going to test that. So we're going to start with just the baseline Corvette here on the, what's meant to be the drift track, but we're going to be using it for just basically a small Gymkhana, since I don't believe there really is a Gymkhana track. I suppose there is a little bit of a one at the docks at Italy, but Italy performance on my computer at the moment whilst recording is not great. Lots of understeer, not a whole lot of speed, but at least it powers out nicely without just chugging down the power and understeering like crazy. Brake, turn, it gotta be smooth, can't fully brake, otherwise the thing will just lock up and go super wide. You know, this is doing okay. Then brake, turn in, oh, understeer. I am not getting good frame rate. What has happened to BeamNG recently? It's gotten a whole lot worse. Is it my computer, or is everybody's BeamNG a lot worse? Anyway, late apex, so then we can put down that full power, bro, and charge across the line. There we go. Wait, there's more than one lap? God damn it. Anyway, that's a 49-second lap. Next, we've gone with the mid-engine version, just to give the standard cars a bit of a try. This is the street tune version, so it's coming on street tires, much like the other one, but those tires are super wide. So I expect a good time. What was the last one, like 40-something seconds? We're about to see what this one does now. Even with those super wide tires, the thing is still doing a burnout. So I'm expecting this one to be, oh, very fast. Oh, goes into snap oversteer and then power oversteer again. Oh, okay, we have to smooth on that power just a little bit more. Brake, turn across. Try to just be super smooth on the power. Out of the corner. This thing does like to apex a little bit later because we don't want to snap oversteer or even power oversteer. So it wants to be as straight as possible on the exits. Oh, drop a frame right there. Here we go. Coming around. Lots of understeer, but I don't want to oversteer because it's such a short wheelbase that it will spin. And 44 seconds. Is that slower? Now with the understeerimatron, we're going to try this again. Lots of wheel spin there. Coming down to T1, and we're going to see initially how... Oh, oversteer apparently. Coming around the corner. Understeer and then power on fully. Lots of understeer whilst we got that power on. Even in mostly a straight line, it wants to understeer. We get turned in late for that late apex. Try that again. Don't want to start accelerating. I'm like hard left. The thing just doesn't want to. I have to lift. I'm lifting there. I've never had to lift with any of the other cars there. And then lots of understeer. Start the power on late, lift a little bit, power on full, and across the line. Oh, okay, it's exactly the same as the unwieldy car. Though I did make a mistake with the unwieldy car, so I feel that the unwieldy car is a little bit faster than this. Now with the full tune version, we're gonna see what this bad boy is like, and I'm expecting a lot better. I want to see a 42. Now I know that 2 seconds is a lot to ask for, but I feel that if the last one can match that other car, then this one should be able to do a lot. I'm already understeering. I may have to redo this lap just because of like a terrible first corner, but at least we're able to power out a whole lot better. But that is also because we got less power and we're basically going at a lower speed. So does that really cancel it out that much? I don't know, we'll have to see. It doesn't want to turn in quite as much as the other one. Like there's no snappy turn in, but it's not too bad. Had to lift a little bit there, but once we got it turned, it was fine. Wants to not do great there. I reckon with changing the brake bias further rearwards, we would get much better results. And, oh, unfortunately, I don't think that's enough for first place. Yeah, no, once again, second. I'm gonna try that one again. And with a little bit more practice, it is just a smidgen bit faster. Yeah, they're not gonna be blazing anybody's saddles anytime soon. It does, however, like to drift a little bit, so I'm gonna do a little bit of testing with that. If we rip on the handbrake, oh yeah, look at that. All right, that is a lot more fun. Though once you get into corner exit sort of territory, you're not gonna be drifting a whole lot. But rip on the handbrake whilst leaving the accelerator on allows you to get the rear end of a front wheel drive out. Okay, well that didn't want to, it just didn't want to turn then, but you get the general idea. I give this mod 2 thumbs up out of 2. It's fantastic, I love it. It looks good. I mean, it's not a handling beast, but if you expect a handling beast out of a wide body kit, you're probably deluding yourself. Unless it's like a proper race car, it's mostly just the time, most of the time for good looks. And I love it. I think this thing does look great. You know what actually would make this look even better? I have an idea. Oh yeah. That's the stuff right there. That looks so good. I love it. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, especially my channel members. You guys are awesome. The rest of you, however, I'll catch you all next time. Goodbye.